since the first Pandoro is finished, they are going to get a pound cake for breakfast. And day 5 of the ham. And on Madeira, I bought this, which is a concentrated maracuja, diluted 1:6. It makes an excellent juice. Fabio! Il suo premio, mamma, visto che ce l'ha fatto. So this would be excellent for boiling lentils, which we are supposed to be eating the 31st. As an Italian tradition, so that the new year will not be without money. Of all the things I have on board, I don't have lentils. Now, how that is possible, I don't know. So, we are not going to have lentils the 31st. Who knows what that means for our pecuniary situation in 2024. One of the boats we cruised with in 2003 was a Scandinavian couple on board the boat Smilla. And he was a cook. And that was fantastic because he always invited himself over for preparing dinner. Now, one of the things he taught me was a fish soup. And that is what we're going to do with this little fish today, in the hope that, who knows, maybe I get some more fishes. Because it's even smaller than yesterday's. So this isn't really enough for 3 people. We're going to put up the spinnaker again and just checking it for usage, but there's absolutely nothing. Not only do we change it regularly, but there is also on the last meter an extra sleeve put onto it, which is I don't know what it is, but it's pretty hard. We put a waypoint on what we think is the most western point of this blue area without any wind, 230 nautical miles, and the magnetic bearing to that waypoint is 218. Now we are at the moment, our course over ground, we are doing 210 degrees magnetic. Our heading, so our nose, is headed to 230 degrees magnetic, and the difference is this current depth log, so that the speed through the water is higher than the speed over ground, because the current pushes us backwards. If you look on window, you see all these whirls, and I don't think. So this is not a boat, this is a buoy, and as you can see, it's supposed to be at 1.5 nautical mile almost of distance on the right side of the boat, but we just passed it on the left side of the boat at, I would say, 50 meters distance. It's 11 o'clock. Our trip today starts at midnight. Has had an average speed of 4.5 knots. The wind is really dying out. So that's it. We have officially entered the horse latitudes. We are going to take down the spinnaker and switch on the iron sail. Being this huge windless area around the equator, there's a flying fish. There's another one. And let's see for how long we have to motor. Hola papá, vengo con te. Whoop. The advantages of having this noisy engine running is that I can switch on the washing machine. Who says males are not babies? Look at what the engine running did to them. Sunrise on board Faidapio on the last day of the year. The last day of the year is always odd. Makes you think about the people you lost during the year and the new acquaintances you made. As if it's a kind of a balancing of personal interaction. With just the three of us on board here in the middle of the Atlantic, there is not going to be that much interaction. I am going to put this one in the fridge, and actually I hope that we are all going to be able to stay awake until midnight, particularly me, who usually goes to bed well before 10. I hope that wherever you are, you're going to have a warm night. We are going to check in again in 2024. There we are, 216 hours, exactly 9 days, and we have done 1,471 miles, which makes that we have the minimum 24-hour run ever, which is 135 miles. Now that brings us on the morning of the last day of 2023 at this point. Now, as you can see, we are still behind Faidate, but I have full confidence because this is where the Faidate hit the doldrums and the wind never came back. Whereas if the weather forecast is just a little bit right, we are going to have a much faster sail. Well, let's hope so. We are, as you can see, really in the middle of the Atlantic. I mean, looking at the chart, I think we are probably the furthest away that we are ever going to be. Wishing you all a very, very happy New Year's Eve.